Hi, and welcome to Snyk Tips. Today we're going to be looking into PR checks. PR checks are something that you can enable in any of the Git integrations, so GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket, and Azure, to help you identify any new vulnerability that is being introduced into your repository. How this can be configured is by going into integration and then going down into default Snyk test for pull requests. In this setting, then you can configure a Snyk test for Snyk open source, our third-party dependency and license scanning capability, as well as for Snyk code, our SAST analysis. The Snyk open source, you can configure the multiple conditions as in only fail when there's new dependencies being added. So this assures you that there's no new vulnerability being introduced, as well as if you want to just fail if their repository has any issues. You can configure the severity to only fail for high critical, and you can also configure the severity or the conditions to only fail when the issue has a fix available. For Snyk code, we can configure the minimal severity to fail the PR check to low, medium, and high. Now, I've set up this environment for both GitHub and GitLab. First of all, let's look into GitLab. How it works is I have created a pull request. In the pull request, I've added these two bad passwords, as well as I've added a very bad mean dependency to my Java application. Now, once I've added that, what will happen is that Snyk will automatically create a check. So if you have your GitLab runners and you have pipelines, you'll see it as another stage that is called external, as it's kicked off by Snyk with nothing else needing to be configured. In this case, as I've introduced bad code and a bad dependency, I can see all the different vulnerabilities. Now, if I click on one of them, it will take me straight into the page where the vulnerabilities are. So in this case, it will tell me, hey, you're introducing new vulnerabilities for your third-party dependencies for your Maven file. This file will then give you visibility of all the vulnerabilities being introduced from the base dependencies. So it can be the case that you're introducing the vulnerability and it's a vulnerability that you have to fix from the base, or it could be from a third-party dependency, so what we call transitive dependencies. So these are vulnerabilities that come with a package. In this case, as you can see, the vulnerability has all information that we need to understand how to remediate it, as well as how to prevent it and mitigate it in case that we cannot upgrade the vulnerability. For Snyk code, the results are very similar. For this specific commit, we can see that we have introduced a hard-coded secret. So the hard-coded secret is a string password, very easy to understand. You can get the full visibility as if you were in the regular Snyk UI to understand where the vulnerability is introduced, the data flow, and then the fix analysis and remediation, taking into account all the information from your language, your kind of vulnerability, etc. So this is to fail if you're introducing something new. You can also add the fail introducing if you're introducing anything. In this case, I've created a pull request in GitHub, and I have made it to fail on everything. When I go into the results, I can actually see my license issues and my vulnerabilities, and you can see it will give me all the vulnerabilities as they are in Snyk, with all the information on how to fix it, how to remediate it, and how to prevent it. So get started, go to your settings, go to your Git integration and enable PR checks. Then try to commit in the PR check in a different branch and then do a PR check, try it out, and then let us know if you need any help. Thank you.